saying that women should be the best at being women. I agree. And men should, be the best at being men and not try and compete. I've found that the women in my life, and this is so funny because it goes from my mom to my daughter, like the spectrum, like because women express themselves by talking and by and they what's the word? They process by talking. I get lost. Like I get lost in that conversation, and sometimes I just want you to give me a moment as well.
So instead of shut up, do you want to say give me a moment?
Yeah, so,
We'll scroll, give me a moment.
I'm thinking about me editing this YouTube video, and I'm just like a Mani Maranga tells women to shut up. Views, baby, subscribe.
There's something I want to say. Express yourself. And I've never stopped my daughter from saying what she wants to say. But, especially if you're at a place where you can use some form of, where there's wisdom, where you can figure out when to say what you want to say, how to say what you want to say, whether it's necessary, whether it's kind, whether it will build. I found that a lot of damage that has been done to men has been done by words that women say.
You need that hard?
No, I'm fine. But it's true.
I will give you anyway.
But it's
We
true.
hear you.
Words that mothers said, words that their wives have said, or their girlfriends that have damaged men. Just before you say, just check it.
I've been very clear for a long time because I read stuff about men and I listen to some of the things that I hear women say about men, and I'm just like, why do you stereotype all of us to think that we are all the same? And that's just to bring the point that men are different. We are not all dogs. We don't all act the same way. We don't expect the same things sexually from our partners or our wives. Like, I find like women are likely to look for formulas that work with men, and they get told that in those bridal showers or different settings where they meet with their friends, that there are certain formulas of how you deal with your man so that he can respond in a certain way. I'm like, all that is complete crap. If you're to poll, the six of us and what we like, what we don't like, they all talked about sports. Like, I feel zero for sports. I only watched the finals of World Cup, and simply because I was in a place with a TV, like I didn't feel the need to watch it.
But we're concerned for you.
Yeah, and if you find
Nairobi school,
we're in Nairobi school with him, and that's
I don't know what you're. I don't know what you're on about.
Like the things that drive me are very different from the man next to me.
Yeah.
So as women, don't assume that because we are men, and we're all the same. Yeah.
So you're unique, and we should take you as that.
Learn our uniqueness and take it as that.
There you go.
What's the question?
Let me give you a minute to answer. What do you want to tell? What do you want to tell me?
No, I think Amani touched on it a bit, and because I'm the believer in terms of a God creation Bible. I'm like, we have to come to the point where the way I look at it, and people, women look at it like when you're called a helper, it's a bad thing. Like, you're here to help. Like, help is the best thing in this world.
Is that how you see it?
No, yes, actually look at it like, I can't be at my best without you.
That's a good way of saying it.
Yeah.
Aww.
I can't be at my best without a woman.
Pull that back real quick.
Yeah. No, I can't be at the best.
Rewind selector, say it again.
Yeah, no, actually I can't be at my best without a woman. So it's even the word, this guy is helpful, is such a good word. But I think people want to run away. I think women should not run away from being a helper, being a partner to someone. Like, I always say, if this guy wants to achieve these dreams, you're the person to help him achieve those dreams, to help him navigate the hurdles. I think that's the thing. Women don't understand the role they have to make a guy successful and make a guy a failure in terms of being of help. And everyone wants Michelle Obama, those guys. Like the guy who is just starting a shop. In fact, for me, one of the best stories I ever heard was the guy from Starbucks. His wife basically encouraged him, no, don't give up on this dream, keep at it. And he was ready because he had a conversation with, I think, his father-in-law. And his father-in-law was not having the conversation with him about like in a bad way or you quit your dream. He was like, hey dude, you know, you have responsibilities. So like how long are you going to try this thing? You know? Because sometimes I think the father was just being humble in terms of there's a point where you can quit and it's not bad.
Okay.
But the wife said, no, dude, don't. And that's, I think if you take that philosophy in everything from the home and say, I'm going to help this guy achieve and be the best he can be. And it still plays for the same for the man. It still plays the same for the man. It's not any different. The man is like, how can I help this woman to be the best version of herself?
Well, are you saying that we are important and that we are
Very, you're very important. But
More than you know.
but people, you guys don't even get it. You don't even get. You're fixated with things that don't matter.
So they're fighting themselves.
Yeah, you're a superhero that's refusing to wear the cape.
Guys,
Suitable.
I'm sorry.
Standing-
Can we
standing
please-
ovation.
I'm sorry.
My mic.
Good one.
Standing ovation.
Got you well, man.
Women were superheroes, men were
Let me see,
superheroes.
Let me see. I'm like fat.
There's a war of
Shout out to
food
MFA.
going on here.
Marine.
Flavor, what would you tell women?
Well, a lot have been said by these very, very great men that I share this space with today. And thanks for doing this. One thing I want to tell women is, first of all, stop being myopic. In the sense, it's I don't understand why women want to be like men or want to do things that if a man did it, I can do it or do it better. Women are the stronger gender, and they need to understand this. As men, we cannot do the many things that you women do and balance. You see, that's why we need time to decompress in the evening. That's why Kush was saying, I mean, when he comes from office, he needs to take some time, and all these men agree, to actually decompress and then get into the evening schedule. You guys don't need that. You can decompress on the go, plan for the next day, plan for dinner, plan for the child, all at the same time.
What and where?
You understand?
know.
We may not have that strength, and it's interesting. And why I'm saying this is because then our roles, then if you understand them, are very different. And trying to be like the other gender is reducing yourself in value in a lot of ways. The strongest space that a woman can actually occupy is being the best form of herself that she can ever be. She needs to understand, who did God create me to be in this world? What's my purpose? What's my destiny? And then use that space to be the best form of herself that she can be.
Wow.
Being anything else is playing second fiddle. If you're not on the cutting edge, any other place that you are, you're occupying too much space. Be where God wanted you to be. There's nothing more fulfilling. You will not struggle, you will not fight, but you find, like Amani is saying, the women are their own worst enemies. They are cutting each other down, they're comparing each other. Why do you think we're having all this thing of sponsors and see thingy going around? It's basically wanting to trash the other woman, that I can actually have a better life than you.
I have Chanel, you don't have Chanel.
Yeah, I know, right?
You see, even nature is agreeing
the
to that story. You know, and if we can reach a space where we can agree that we all have intrinsic spaces, it's about to go. That that we are different, and in our difference, we bring strength. That is the way we need to be.
Yeah, difference we bring strength. So we employ our femininity and womanhood to the bone.
I like that story.
Okwi, you have a chance to give a parting shot. Oh, have you?
Yeah,
not?
he has it.
Oh, okay,
let
cool.
him.
Can you go fast?
Yeah.
His process.
Read a verse.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Woo!
To sound
Going
it.
to
Man of God.
Man
I
of
feel the
God.
Lord up
Can
in
we have that
here.
thing? Take us to church.
Wait. Okay, let's go.
How can we verse? Alright. Guys, you make me need a chapter or two now. But I was going to just agree with what people are saying. Genesis 1:27 says, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. What it's really saying is so God created out of himself, and he created mankind. And out of mankind he created them male and female. I hear people saying, oh, you know, God is male. God is not male. What that thing tells you is both male and female come out, they're the creation of God. They come out of God. And I think the point that's being made there is, so let me illustrate a little bit. So when you think about, ever gone to like a really beautiful garden and you've seen all sorts of flowers and colors and whatnot, is that masculine or feminine? I think it is. I think it's what I'm saying is there's a nature of God that's nurture, that's creation, that's beauty. Ever see when you know, if guys, it was just me, Amani and Joram doing this setup, would have just picked 3 stools over, honestly, wouldn't have thought through this thing. Honestly, it's the ladies who are here who thought through this thing. And there's an element of nurture which is the heart of God himself, that comes out in his creation. And then similarly, there's a thing that's very masculine. There's a thing that's very masculine as well that you see that's about God. And I think for me, I really want to agree with what Flavor was saying, is that when you're the best version of yourself, there's a thing that reflects the heart of God. It reflects the nature of God, because God is both the feminine and the masculine. I know it sounds weird with our human thinking, but I'm just about the attributes and the character of it. That is both masculine, that has masculine thing that's godly, that's feminine, that's godly. And somehow in our world, men have broken that thing. We've broken it and we've taken advantage of women, we've abused them, we've done all these things to them. And as a result, they don't appreciate the feminine side of even this amazing God. And they don't realize that that femininity is an expression of God himself inside of you, inside your very bones, in your DNA. And I think for me, it's just saying, men need to apologize to women for breaking. I think we do. I think we need to apologize to women.
Sorry.
And
For breaking.
all the men said?
Sorry.
Yeah.
For breaking this picture and making women think that femininity is secondary because we've abused it, we've taken advantage of its meekness, of its softness, of all those things. But I think men need to say sorry and restore that thing and say, women, be you.
Yeah.
Be you completely. Be that nurturing, loving, beautiful, soft and gentle. Not that you can't go to the marketplace or the workplace and be a go-getter. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying that there's a thing about just that nurturing spirit which I think, be yourself. And men as well need to be them. And that's why I think there's this gender confusion that I think we see in our world. Because we've broken these things. We've broken masculinity, we've broken femininity, and now people are trying to figure out, so kind of where am I in this thing?
Competition now.
Yeah, it's like a competition, but just an uncertainty. I think women just need to be women. Like Flavor said, be you, be the best version of you. You will reflect the character of God. And men, I think the same thing.
To be very honest, I think we've hurt each other a lot. You know, as much as men should apologize, I think we're also owed an apology. I think we've been a lot of us men have been put in a box that we didn't want to be in. You know, I didn't want to be that guy who earns a lot of money and who I just didn't want to be that guy. I was labeled a nerd in high school. You know, I was just not that guy who was attractive to women, who was, you know, a baller to other guys, you know. But we should be encouraged very early on to find our own space as guys. And if it's our way, find a woman who feels the way you do about who you are, about what you're doing with yourself. Yeah. And that's a very complicated thing, and it requires you to really invest, really take your time. You know, we're just having a conversation here with my brother Flavor where we're like, this whole marriage thing, like, where'd the pressure come from?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Where did it come from? Like, suddenly,
that's a topic for now.
yeah, you wake up as a man, and you just wake up in a lot of pressure from day one. You should go to university, and when you finish university, you should get this job, and when you get this job, you should buy this house, and when you buy this house, you should buy this car, and when you buy this car, you should marry this woman, and when you marry this woman, you should have these children, when you have these children, you should buy this house, and it's just a race to nowhere. And when you fall and when you fail, there are very, very few people, and when I say people, I mean men and women, who are around you to help you not kill yourself.
That's true.
Because what are you left with at the end of the day? You've been racing all your life to get to a place no one has defined for you. And then what do you do with it? You're a man, right? You should be a man about it. You should be a man about nothing. You should be a man about nothing.
Actually, most suicides happen between 40 and 50.
Yeah.
So when? 40s and 50s.
Because you've raced and you've gotten there.
Then you reach and say, so what was
What was
this?
it for?
Yeah.
What is that going?
Yeah, so all the Christians who are listening to this, read your Philippians and what Paul tells you. I ran the race, I did and then
what?
Then what? You know, if not for God,
Then what?
then what?
Yeah, I mean, can we just raise our glasses to men who are trying to be good men,
Yeah, to all
who
the
are
good
trying
men
to
out
be
there.
honorable men, who are trying to do something about something. And I think as a result of this, I feel like there's a lot of pressure that we as women give to men, and I guess they also get a lot of pressure from society. But let's tip our hats.
Yeah, and can I just say something? There are a lot of guys who've made a lot of mistakes.
Yes.
The guys sitting here
We
are
have-
not perfect guys.
Yeah.
We have messed up
Yeah.
in
We mess
so
up
many
a
ways.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just saying,
Some more than others.
So with half empty
pick yourself
glasses,
up.
we want to
Pick
tip.
yourself up.
We want
Try
to
again.
click our glasses and want to tip our imaginary hats to all the men out there. So can we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cheers.
Clink them.
Yes, clink them. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
DoubleX.
And for you who's watching, please subscribe. It's been amazing. Yeah. Bye.